Miners in danger. This editorial addresses the deadly terrorist attack on coal miners in Harney. Yesterday's devastating terrorist attack in Harney, which killed at least 11 coal miners and injured 7 others, is a reminder of the multiple hazards these workers confront. Devastating means causing great destruction or harm. Terrorist attack means a violent act carried out to create fear for political or ideological reasons. Hazards means dangers or risks. Confront means face or deal with. Coal miners in the region already contend with treacherous working conditions, laboring in poorly ventilated shafts, risking cave-ins, and facing chronic health issues. Contend with means struggle with. It is a phrasal verb. Treacherous working conditions means extremely dangerous and unsafe job environment. Poorly ventilated shafts means underground tunnels with little fresh air. Cave-ins means sudden collapses of the mine. Chronic health issues means long-term medical problems. Clearly, they must also fear for their lives on their way to work. Fear for their lives means to be constantly afraid of dying. It is an idiomatic expression. The attack, targeting laborers from KP, is not an isolated incident. Laborers from KP means workers from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Isolated incident means a one-time event, but here it means the attack is part of a pattern. Harney's coal mining community has fallen victim to both industrial accidents and terrorist violence. Fallen victim means suffered harm or loss. It is an idiomatic expression. Industrial accidents means workplace disasters. Terrorist violence means attacks by militant groups. These miners who leave their families behind to work in appalling conditions for minimal wages represent some of Pakistan's most vulnerable workers. Leave their families behind means go far from home to work. Appalling conditions means terrible or horrifying work environment. Minimal wages means very low pay. Vulnerable workers means employees at high risk of harm or exploitation. Their targeting speaks to a broader crisis of security and governance in Balochistan. Speaks to a broader crisis means highlights a bigger problem. It is an idiomatic expression. Governance means the way a region is managed or controlled. The security situation in Balochistan stems from historical grievances, economic marginalization, and strategic neglect. Security situation means law and order conditions. Stems from means originates from. It is a phrasal verb. Economic marginalization means being left out of financial development. Strategic neglect means ignoring a place despite its importance. Despite being Pakistan's richest province in terms of natural resources, Balochistan has always lagged in development indicators. Richest province in terms of natural resources means having the most valuable minerals and materials. Lagged in development indicators means fallen behind in progress. Successive governments have approached the province through a security-centric lens, failing to address issues of economic disparity, political representation, and social development. Approach the province through a security-centric lens means handle the region mainly through military action. Issues of economic disparity means problems related to inequality and wealth. Political representation means having a voice in government. Social development means progress in education, health, and welfare. The province's porous borders with Afghanistan and Iran have made it vulnerable to cross-border terrorism. Porous borders means weakly controlled boundaries. Vulnerable means easily harmed. Cross-border terrorism means attacks involving militants from neighboring countries. However, the root causes run deeper. Root causes means the main underlying problems. Decades of centralized decision-making have left the residents feeling disconnected from the development process. Centralized decision-making means policies controlled by the central government. Disconnected from the development process means excluded from decisions about progress. The exploitation of natural resources without proportionate benefit to local people has fueled resentment, which militant groups exploit. Exploitation of natural resources means using minerals or materials unfairly. Proportionate benefit to local people means a fair share of profits given to the local population. Fueled resentment means increased anger and dissatisfaction. Militant groups exploit means armed groups take advantage of the situation. The state must move beyond purely military solutions and implement an agenda which includes meaningful local participation in resource management, investment in education and healthcare, and creation of economic opportunities beyond extractive industries. Move beyond purely military solutions means use more than just security measures. Meaningful local participation in resource management means letting local people control their own natural wealth. Investment in education and healthcare means spending money to improve schools and hospitals. Creation of economic opportunities beyond extractive industries means developing jobs outside mining and drilling. The federal government must ensure fair resource distribution and give Balochistan's elected representatives genuine authority in decision-making. Ensure fair resource distribution means make sure wealth is shared justly. Elected representatives' genuine authority means real power for local politicians. Decision-making means making important choices about governance. Furthermore, specific attention must be paid to protecting vulnerable workers. Protecting vulnerable workers means ensuring the safety of at-risk employees. Mining operations need enhanced security protocols, and intelligence gathering must be strengthened to prevent attacks. Enhanced security protocols means better safety measures. Intelligence gathering means collecting information on threats. Strengthen means made stronger. Sustainable peace will only come through addressing the underlying socio-economic grievances. Sustainable peace means long-term stability. Addressing the underlying socio-economic grievances means solving the deep-rooted economic and social issues. More than mere condemnation, the blood of these miners demands a fundamental shift in how the state approaches Balochistan's challenges. Condemnation means strong disapproval. Blood of these miners means their sacrifice. It is a metaphor. Fundamental shift means a major change. Approaches Balochistan's challenges means deals with the province's problems. Published in Dawn, February 15, 2025.